As you're building out JavaScript applications, sooner or later you're most likely going to come across the bind function. Now, bind is something that can be a little bit confusing to grasp, especially in the beginning, but what I want to do is I want to be able to simplify it for you so that you can understand what it does and how it's used in applications. Now, typically, how people usually encounter the bind function is in React. So you might have a constructor function, and the constructor function is going to say something like this inside of it. It'll say like this, handleClick equals, and then it'll say handleClick.bind this. So you'll see something like that in a React application. And so what exactly is bind doing? Well, that's what we're going to walk through in this guide, and we're going to take a very straightforward case study approach. So I'm going to create a couple user objects here. So I'm going to say const userOne, and then inside of here I'll say this user has a first name of Kristine and a last name of Hudgens, just like this. And I'm going to create another object just so you can see how this is used with multiple objects. And this next one is going to have a first name of Tiffany, just like this. So this is a basic set of JavaScript objects, and now I'm going to create a function. Now I'm going to be using a function expression, which means that it's going to be an anonymous function that is stored inside a variable. So I'm going to say const full name and set that equal to the function. And we cannot use an arrow function here, and I'm going to show you why here in a second. But I'm going to say function, and inside of here I'm going to say return, and then to use a string literal syntax I'll say backticks dollar and then this dot last name, close off the curly braces, comma, and then dollar curly brace this dot first name, and then that is going to be what's returned. So what we want to accomplish is I want to be able to inject and bind, spoiler alert, that's where the keyword comes from. I want to bind the function and the objects together. So I want to be able to call this last name and have it reference one of our objects. So how we can do that is with the bind keyword. So I can say const, and then I'm just going to create a variable called Kristine, and here I'll call our function of full name and then bind userOne. And I'm going to be able to do the same thing here with Tiffany. So I'll say full name bind user2. And now if I want to call this function, so I'm going to call Kristine, then you can see that it returns Hudgens Kristine. So it has connected and is bound together the full name function and then the userOne object. And if I do the same thing here with the Tiffany function, this is going to bind the user2 object also with our function. So that, if you've never gone through it before, that may seem a little bit odd, but this is a way that JavaScript allows you to connect a function with an object. So instead of having to create a function and pass in arguments where you would say something like f name and l name for first name and last name and then calling those inside of it, we're able to actually bypass that process and bind the function directly with the object. And whenever you see the bind function inside of React or any of the JavaScript frameworks, that's exactly what it's doing. Now I want to add one more little caveat here. I'm going to comment this out right here. And let me show you what happens and why we can't use an arrow function. So if you've seen a lot of arrow functions around, you may be curious on why I didn't use one. So I'll copy this and right here with full name, instead of using a function expression, I'm just going to use an arrow function. So I'll say equals, and then an arrow just like this. You can see that now this is no longer working. We're getting undefined for both of these functions. The reason for this is because whenever you use an arrow function, remember the key difference between a function expression like what we have here on line 11 and a arrow function is that the arrow function changes the way that this works. So you need to be careful, and if you run into any bugs where you are trying to bind an object with a function and you're getting undefined, and the issue may be that it is referencing the wrong scope of this. So this right here, when you use an arrow function, is actually supposed to be referencing only the scope of this single function right here, not what is bound to it. So that's the reason why this will not work. And so if you're wanting to use bind, you need to be able to use it with the kind of function expression like we have here. So in review, that is a basic introduction to how the bind function works in JavaScript.